We're back.
Squad-a-la, we're off.
So if I
No,
remember
that video comes later.
correctly, we've done 2 out of 8 regular dungeons and the color dungeon?
Correct. We are off to Dungeon 3 today. And I'm going to be hopping like a hyperactive rabbit the entire time.
I mean, if you're not jumping everywhere and also shoveling everything, can you truly say you've played Link's Awakening?
That's true.
I mean, I thought the hyperactive rabbit was from Link to the Past.
You're not wrong. I love how it shows so much of the map there, but it completely hides the signpost maze to the south.
That's what I was gonna mention. Wow, that one rectangle couldn't render that.
I mean, you can clearly see it here in a second.
It is always funny though in games where they have mazes, but they like have it as, you know, games that have a map function and it still shows the maze on the map. I think like RE4 did
Looking
that.
at you, Breath of the Wild. Richard is the coolest.
Uh-huh. You certainly live in the castle, and definitely aren't a hobo living in a shack just outside of it.
He has a bunch of frogs. That sounds about right to me.
You know, I never connected it before, but I wonder if Richard's character design in original Game Boy Link's Awakening was repurposed for Ralph in Oracle of Ages.
He was, but I don't know what it is straight off, but there was a design that... Or not even design, they reused the character from some other game first. And I can't remember what it was. But that's why he's surrounded by frogs, is because it's a reference to that game.
Oh, jeez. You almost dropped that bomb into the hole.
Bombs and holes is legitimately a way to get like 3 or 4 different secret seashells.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
my. That was not a way to get secret seashells, I don't think, in the original at all, so...
No, they had to add up like twice as many for this game.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Because there's 50 secret seashells. So we're on our way to get one right now.
Oh, that's...
Didn't expect the floor to be there.
rude.
The world's easiest sliding block puzzle, and it still stumped me for a second.
To be fair, I had to think about it a little bit right there, too.
That's not the last time it's going to happen in this video.
Have you seen the fan game, The Topology of Zelda or something like that?
I have not.
Heaviside did it a couple years ago, and it's very much designed in the same vein as, like, original NES Legend of Zelda, but it's all about fooling around topology.
Interesting. I'll have to check that out. I'm always on the lookout for more cool Zelda games.
Because Nintendo won't make any, am I right?
I don't know, I didn't play Tears of the Kingdom.
I have heard good things about it, but I don't own a Switch myself.
Yeah, I would like to try it, but I haven't beaten Breath of the Wild yet, and also I'm unemployed.
So it sounds like it's a perfect time to do it.
On one hand, I got all the time in the world. On the other hand, I need to stretch out my savings.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can't go that way.
Nope. Don't have flippers yet.
I'm sure some speedrunner has a trick where, like, if you use Rock's Feather... Having some
I'm
problems?
not having a good time here.
Use Rock's Feather, and then you use it again as soon as you land, you'll immediately jump.
So that's that house we were at last time. Now we're on the other side of the bay.
Oh, nice.
And we have a single secret seashell, but that's actually enough to qualify for the next tier.
Woo!
And it's an important tier, too.
Oh?
Oh, nice.
Ah. Does it automatically do its thing, or do you have to, equip it?
It does automatically do it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's useful.
Especially considering some of the seashell locations you've showed off where it's like, how do I get this?
To be fair, all it really does is just go ding 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 when you're near one. We'll hear it, like, in 10, 15 minutes, I think.
But you can sort of triangulate it from... Now,
There's also
where's the boundary on where do you hear and where do you not?
there's also an icon that appears on screen when you're near it.
Okay, I was gonna ask if it was like, the Crystal Star Finding badge in Paper Mario, where you enter a zone and it just goes ding ding ding, and nothing beyond that.
No, they're not that cruel anymore. Down into the castle.
God, when's Nintendo gonna remake, you know, the good Paper Mario games?
Never. That would require them to acknowledge they exist outside of re-releasing for money.
I've got Thousand Year Door on original disc, but don't think I got past chapter 1. I just never bothered and haven't hooked up the used GameCube in years.
That's a shame.
Thousand Year Door is a good game, but it's probably not worth revisiting. Especially not in 2023. It was good 20 years ago.
Well, you don't want to see Princess Peach take a shower and then have a computer hit on her?
No. So you actually have to let him hit your shield.
Well, let's say you two were at an impasse there. But yeah, now I'm just waiting for ROM hackers to get their shit together and release any one of the like 3 different Paper Mario ROM hacks I've been keeping an eye on for years.
Talk to Quackles about that one.
What are the other 2?
Whenever I mention it, Quackles just says, like, basically the people in charge of the other ROM hacks are assholes and no one wants to work with them.
Oh my god.
I mean, that sounds like ROM hacking 101, yeah.
Yeah.
One of them was Wish Upon. God, what was the second one? I'll think about it another time. I don't think there was a third one, but definitely 2 I've been keeping an eye on.
Yeah, I mean, no disrespect to Quackles and what they're doing, but ROM hacking attracts a very particular sort of person who is so invested in what they think of a game and its engine that they want to keep tinkering around with it.
Yeah.
And your Wesps, your Arthmores.
Often they have very idiosyncratic ideas. Also, don't forget Thoms himself.
Which one's Thumbs?
The guy who used to do Paper Mario Master Quest.
Oh, right. Let's make our super hard game, but also nerf any attempts of healing and also randomize the frames for when you can successfully do an action to, reduce damage.
Yeah, it was kind of, you have to do it the way I do it.
With that kind of thinking, you could shape up to be a top-tier Pokemon ROM hacker.
Oof. Or a top-tier Pokemon fan game maker.
Same thing, really.
They are a Nexus modder. You mentioned Arthmore, and the dude in his big ol', oh, I don't want Nexus to permanently keep files uploaded because then I can't delete them whenever. And so he took down a bunch of his mods, but still kept some. You still need to pull in those Patreon dollars somehow. It was the Open Cities one, and then someone else released another one that was basically like it, but also way better in every way. And then Arthmore, literally within the day, re-uploaded his version.
Well,
I was gonna ask, didn't Nexus just re-implement the stuff after he took it down?
You could still access it if you had access to the link for it.
wasn't it that he, took down collections or something like that?
Sounds about right.
He would always take down older versions of his mods and then insisted that the only people who want older versions are pirates because, pirates can't get current versions of a video game these days.
Oh, here in a second we're going to hear the jingle go off.
Oh. Not that you really needed it for this.
No, but...
No, but it's a good demonstration for it.
Yeah, and it also neatly demonstrates the radius is 5 squares or something like that.
So it's pretty easy to triangulate where it is most of the time. You might have to do some digging, literally.
Yeah.
The maze.
The first of many. Then I say fuck it.
Uh-oh.
Rip.
I have a problem with holes in this episode.
I wonder if it would be possible to use arrow bombs to break bushes from further away.
I think you probably could.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh god, you're gonna fall right on in, aren't
Legitimately, the item saved me.
Wow. Oh no! Okay. I'm gonna laugh if you got stuck there.
Oh yeah, that's one of those things that is supposed to require you to do a Pegasus boots jump, but, well, you were always kinda able to skirt things in the original, and I guess it's a bit easier with the remake's physics.
Just a bit. Also, I really like that little change there where you can see the grass clippings got charred from the bomb.
Yeah, that's a neat touch.
So it turns out level 3 is really short because the second half of the video is just level 3.
I mean, it's less short than the other 2 main dungeons we've seen, hasn't it been?
15 minutes is probably a little bit longer than level 2.
And level 1 was
Maybe
7 minutes or
8
something
minutes.
like that?
Yeah, 7, 8 minutes, something like that.
Huh, yeah, these dungeons...
They'll get longer.
I was gonna say, these dungeons aren't really long, now that I think about it in retrospect.
Probably also has to do with the fact that you weren't limited to just GBA screen size rooms.
Very true.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it'll sometimes scroll it when you go off the edge of one thing to another, but Won't always. If you have a long room, it may just, as we've seen, have it keep going.
So yeah, if you paid attention real quick, you saw it was something like 6 weeks between recording sessions.
Oh my.
Not quite as bad as that one video I did where it showed I had footage from a game I recorded in like 2018.
Huh?
Oh my god.
God, what game was it that Jade Star did footage for like 11 years ago and still hasn't done an LP for? Prototype?
Funny that we're talking about Prototype again.
Yep.
I legitimately would not be surprised if all that Neptunia footage you use every Halloween was just recorded years ago.
No, you can tell it was recorded like maybe the day before because my gameplay starts sucking ass at the start because I have to remember everything.
Also, having recorded footage for that long just invites the LP curse to come along.
It's Neptunia, I can't get any more cursed.
Famous last words.
Also, that was rude.
Sometimes treasure chests do that, I don't know why.
God.
Progress is off to the east, so we're gonna go every other direction first.
Yeah. I mean, it's the key dungeon. There are going to be lots and lots of keys.
Very true.
God, I love their bulbous, like, giant body and noses. It's great.
Very goofy looking enemy.
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to use arrows here, but... Or no, bombs.
Oh.
I think, yeah, you were in the original, but as you're showing here, it's a lot easier to use the bow.
They make it very easy to get money, and there's like a 300 rupee pickup here in this dungeon.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
yeah, as we said in an earlier video when you were briefly showing off the Dompe build your own dungeons, like, some of the pieces are over 1,000 rupees, so gotta...
I don't know of any person who's gotten them all, and I would hesitate to meet that person, to be honest.
God. Be thankful I don't have this game, because I would absolutely do that.
Would you steal the pieces or grind the money up?
I don't know. Whatever I determine to be most efficient, I think.
Like, the end of the Dompe dungeons, every time... After, you have to have beat...
What the?
I glitched him on top of the treasure chest.
See? Sea levels.
What did you do to him?
I hit him so hard he flew up. No, but the, after you do, like, all the different challenges and stuff from the Dompe dungeons, because after you do all the tutorials, he starts giving you challenges like, here's a dungeon in the shape of a key, fill it out. And after you have to pass, like, all 8 dungeons worth of challenges. He gives you a bunch of optional challenges. And each one of those gives you 300 rupees, and there's like 5 or 6 of them. But that's only one time only.
Oh, that's a shame.
I still haven't decided if I'm going to show off any more of the Dompe stuff, because it's just... It's like, this room right here will be one of the tiles in the Dompe dungeon, and you see it once, you don't need to see it again.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, it doesn't really make for good viewing.
Yeah, at most maybe show off the rewards or whatever.
Yeah.
Here's the gimmick of the second half of the dungeon. The you have to clear a path of keys to eventually get to the boss door or whatever.
I wonder if this floor design is revealing anything.
I think it's telling us something. I don't know what, but I just got this feeling.
Means we need Oswald from Octopath Traveler 2.
You know, the sad thing is, there probably is someone who, like, genuinely couldn't, like, didn't notice it. Insert joke about Dark Side Phil here.
There's some kind of a secret to these enemies, and I forget what it is.
What?
Like, there's a way you can hit them so that they don't, like, follow you.
Probably something that was in the original too, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
There's a channel on YouTube called You Can Beat Video Games. He does like all these different guides and stuff for the different games. I might have to see what he said about it. Or maybe there was that.
Oh yeah, that was a fun little interaction.
The room is like custom designed to show it off.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Is there even a room past that one?
There is, but you can't get to it from that side.
Yeah, because it would probably show up on the map, especially because the map in this remake is a lot more detailed. Has like, what? Link to the past levels of detail or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. I'm going to show this off real briefly.
Oh, these fucking guys.
Hi, Dodongo. Bye, Dodongo.
In the original Game Boy, the music that played there was like anxiety-inducing music. Just like you walk in the room and just start screaming at you.
Oh god, I think I know what goes on with that room.
Which one?
The one you just left.
I'm keen to hear what your thought is.
Maybe I'm thinking of somewhere else.
But
Oh, okay. Treasure chest is still here. I was thinking of something where if you left the room where the enemies were, then they'd respawn. But the treasure chest was up above, so you'd have to, like, chuck bombs or something like that.
that's in Dungeon 8, I shit you not, and it involves those stupid Dodongo snakes.
Okay. So I did remember that from somewhere.
This is not the greatest mini-boss in the world, and they use it a bunch in this game.
Yeah, I've never been a
Yeah.
fan of enemies where it's like you have to wait until they do a certain thing to be able to damage them. But I guess this works.
And they can just say no.
Yeah. Wait, did the bomb turn off when you pick them up? What?
Yeah. Nice quality of life feature.
This was a game made for babbies.
Of course, the downside is if you pick it up, you have to throw it. You can't just set it back down. Or if you can, I haven't found the way to do it yet.
And here we go!
And it gets its own dedicated button.
Yay!
Oh,
That's what I was hoping.
Yeah, it's real nice.
Now, bad thing here, the L button on my controller is currently fucked up, so I have to hold LT to do this.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
yeah, that seems like the sort of thing that you could deal with by taking it apart and checking things, but God.
It's not worth doing it.
Okay.
The controller's a couple years old.
At least it's not as weird as the time when to get a GameCube controller open to make the Z button work again. Two of the tri-wing screws were kind of hard to access for the Torx head that I had available, so, one of them I got out in a sensible way. You know, by just getting something that was long enough and kind of working it. The other one, before I realized that, I ground down with a drill bit.
Oh no. Nintendo has a weird love of proprietary screws.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Or ask that.
Well, honestly, just remove the word screws and that sums up Nintendo. They have a weird love for proprietary everything.
By the way, we had to come up this way to kill that tiny little gel first. Because if we went to kill the skeletons first, the gel would respawn by the time we got back around to it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, money.
Oh, damn. With all the quality of life changes, I'm surprised they haven't like added something where it stops telling you what the piece of power the acorn does every time you pick them up.
It is still Link's Awakening. You can skip over, but it still tells you what the stupid compass does.
True. You know, it's so weird, that description, because, like, how it says it has a nice new feature, and it's like, what if this is the first Zelda game you've played?
It wouldn't be a new feature by the time you get to Dungeon 5.
That too.
Now this gets me, because not in this room, but in the next room, you can't get here without having all 4 of the final keys. There is an extra key in the next room.
Huh.
I don't know.
A bit of extra redundancy that didn't need to be in game.
I mean, I guess it's a nice feature, but it's just so strange that it's there.
Yeah, 'cause this is right before the boss door.
Like, have you gotten all the rooms in the dungeon? Maybe there's one more spot, but...
No, it's just an extra key.
Well, that was easy.
The hardest part here is I temporarily forgot how to fight him. So I tried to do the sensible thing and use the dungeon item against him, but that's not what you do.
Not yet.
Nope, gotta slash his eyes.
There you go.
It's a very easy boss, you just gotta pick up the pattern on it.
Okay.
Jeez, it's
I thought you had the defensive one. But,
No,
yeah.
I took the offensive tunic.
Oh, no,
That's
no,
why you
no.
picked the red tunic.
No, I'm not talking about tunics. I was talking about the temporary upgrades.
That fell off.
Well, say if
But yeah,
the music
like,
for
wow.
it played for the most of that boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
The acorn doesn't cut your attack power, though.
No, I was just thinking, like, I was hearing that music, and yet we didn't have a piece of power, but yeah, like, you don't care. You still have the red tunic. You just, like, smash the boss.
And the funny thing is the video doesn't cut here because that stupid owl had to come visit me.
Link, I am here to photobomb.
Sup, fucker? Surprised to see me? So next time we're gonna go on a date.
Yay!